King's Court. Why in the world would you sign yourself up to date on reality TV?
I would say just trying something different. Tried everything else, except for Tinder. Wasn't never going there, but I said, why not?
I mean, look at this face. It's mischievous.
The determining factor for me was that my two sons and my daughter were like, yeah, Dad, go ahead and do it. You deserve it. And so that ultimately was my yes.
Thaddeus is a pretty sweet guy.
Who knew supermodel Tyson Beckford, WWE star Thaddeus Bullard, and NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer needed help looking for love? But starting July 13th on Bravo, 21 women will compete for their hearts, and we are so here for it.
Pretty much I'm booked today.
There is literally a list on the refrigerator for girls to sign up to date him.
No, Tyson. We get this look at the women create a sign-up sheet to secure time with you. When you saw that on the fridge, what went through your head? And then what did you think that they were making one for him and not you?
Actually, they didn't create that sign-up sheet.
Oh.
He created that list.
There was a lot of fight over time. And, I didn't want to leave anyone out because there's some people on the show that felt like they didn't get any time with me. So I just created this sheet thinking that I was helping it. But I don't know, maybe I caused a little bit more problems than I asked for.
Fascinating to learn it was you who created it. I was putting it on. The women did this because they wanted your time. How did you all navigate the competition with each other?
We were so cool that if he said, hey, I want to date this person, I would say, go ahead. And then if there was somebody he had that I wanted to date, he didn't have a problem with it.
The other part, too, is when the question came up about having children, it was a no-go for me, but it was a definite for him.
So I was the only one willing to have more kids.
Okay.
Carlos was a no-go on his part.
While this person may be an incredible woman, there are some things that she wants out of life that I won't be able to provide to her.
What did you learn about you in going through this experience, or should I call it an experiment?
I would say learning to trust again, because for me, I've been burnt in dating the game before. So for me, is getting myself back out there again, and I hadn't been out there for a while. So this was good for me. I needed this to know that I'm still worth something and I can date again. So yeah, this was good for me.
Yeah, I think for me also too, with the journey I was on prior to this, one point I was like, I'm never getting married again. I'd been divorced and I felt like it was death, and obviously mental health counseling and everything else kind of got me out of that rut, and I'm like, why not? It's a situation where my kids are in college, I'm an empty nester. I have things that I'm doing, from a business standpoint, but from a relationship standpoint, there's something missing. And so if this is the outlet that gives me the opportunity to get that missing piece, then so be it. And so it's been a fun journey. I think every viewer is going to see a perspective of not only celebrity, but of humanity. And you'll see three very strong African-American men that love to laugh. You'll see them crying. You'll see the vulnerability.
I want y'all to know, hurt me bad.
You get to grow with me on this show. You get to know me as well. And I get emotional, and I'm not afraid to, be a grown man on TV crying because I got a heartbreak. But yeah, you definitely see that with me.
You both have been in the spotlight for quite some time. Tyson, you've been on the most desired men list for 30 plus years. How do you look out for those red flags and know someone is in it for the right reasons and doesn't just want to say, I'm with Tyson Beckford?
With all those years of experience, it's still kind of hard because people are better at hiding it now than they were before. But, the best thing is time. And then talking and asking questions. My problem is I don't ask a lot of questions because I don't like to pry into people's business because I like to mind my own business. But this show definitely showed me that I need to ask more questions. You'll see later on I got myself into something that I probably shouldn't have gotten myself into if I would have asked more questions. But it's a learning curve, and it's a learning journey, I should say.
Oh, no. Come on now.
Thaddeus, you might be better known to some people as Titus O'Neil. So how do you kind of split those personalities up? Where does Thaddeus and Titus begin, that sort of thing?
Well, I think for years I think the only difference is I'm on reality TV now, and I don't have on underwear, boots, and baby oil.
You could have. Who was stopping you?
I really think.
Uh-oh, not the shirt off.
I really think.
The shirt done got heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. But the reality of it is that when I am on TV in WWE, I'm Thaddeus turned up, 10 notches because the red light is on. And in real life, I'm still that same person. I love to laugh. I love to give back. I love to do a lot of things. So I think being in this space gives people an opportunity to see me differently. It's one thing to see me picking up and throwing grown men across the ring, but to also, see me in this space, seeking romance, and then also learning more about my background, learning more about all of our backgrounds. Again, people only see magazine covers, television shows, basketball games, stuff like that. They haven't seen the real us. So I think they'll see some elements of Titus ONeal for sure. In one episode, they will see Titus ONeal live in the flesh.
I have not seen this look on your face talking about any other woman.
And after helping women find love on Queen's Court, hosts Holly Robinson Peete and husband Rodney Peete will offer wisdom stemming from their own 30-year marriage.
Was there any L words thrown around?
Yeah, I love her. I told her I love her.
30 years in this game. Life has ups and downs. What's the key to making this work right now in year 30 for the two of you?
In year 30, I think our secret sauce has added some new spices.
Oh.
And I think that's patience. We're empty nesters now. That's an adjustment. And being able to say, okay, let's let our hair down and let's try to swing from a chandelier again. We could do that. Why not? Can we do that?
I don't know if my knees can handle it anymore after all those years, but it's...
I don't know if his football knees can handle it, but we can do that. I think that's what happens when a lot of couples get past a certain amount of years, is they think they can't keep it spicy or make it fun. We had a hotel room here,
exactly.
that's in Miami. That's kind of sexy.
Of the trio, who needed the most advice during this experience?
Tyson.
You had that answer ready.
I was the epitome of what a playboy is.
Tyson did need a lot of advice, but also Thaddeus was open to advice. There were times when his personality got a little complicated, and he was open to listening, and that was something that I think he hadn't done a whole lot of before.
Gentlemen, the time has come to crown your queen.
Without giving it all away, did you leave with a queen?
I mean, that would be giving it all away.
You have to watch the show.
Yeah.
I have some favorites.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: we definitely had some options, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that all panned out with everybody else. I want to see too. I'm gonna wait till the end of the season. I'm gonna say who what was my
I never
outcome?
asked him who he ended up with,
Oh,
so I
okay.
didn't ask me.
What was my outcome? What was your outcome? We don't know. We're gonna be watching the show like everybody else.